Hello all, and we're going to be doing something different today. We're going to be doing Tier 2 highlights from this perspective of Arrow, and we've got the 5 red lights on they're out, and everyone's got away well. Arrow gets a brilliant start, but what's that? He's way looking at him! Way looking at Ref! Do something! Ref, do something! We're going to watch that back. We have to watch that back. Arrow's got a brilliant start, gets right beside his teammate Diggs, and Sam with the dirtiest action you've ever seen. Most illegal of overtakes. Absolutely, send him to Narnia. But Seb in the end lets him through because he knows that was a trumpy action. Lap 2, there's a safety car, and for some reason Diggs doesn't box, and he's not the only one. Oh, someone's broke a wing in the background. What's this? They've put on the inter tires. It couldn't be raining already, could it? And we've got our safety car restart here as we head on to lap 5, and James just plows into someone for no reason as we try and get restarted. Arrow down into turn 1, looks on the inside of Dubsy. They're going to go side by side into turn 1. Can they keep it clean? Oh, just the absolutely cleanest of moves. That's why Arrow is the absolute GOAT. No bias at all involved in the statement. What a move. And Alfie making his car as wide as possible. Arrow tries to sneak his nose on the inside, but just can't find the grip. Alfie defending like a lion. Arrow still pushing round the outside of Alfie as he tries to sneak a nose round the outside. Little bit of wheel banging, off onto the curb goes Arrow. Hayes sneaks through on the inside, and he is now up into P2. So close are we through this right-hander. Arrow taps the rear of Hayes, lanky right on the rear of Arrow. Is Seb going to try and sneak it round the outside? And as we head round the outside, can Seb make it stick as Arrow boots the throttle, and he's lost the rear, and Seb dances around the outside of both of them. And Arrow cooking the rears, and unfortunately costing Lanky. And back into turn 1 in the distance, we can see Alfie and Hayes battle for the lead down into turn 1. And as we head through turn 1, Alfie keeps it ahead. But what's this? Arrow again boosts the throttle, causes Lanky some damage, and an absolute skill issue from Arrow is costing Lanky a front wing and a major amount of time as Diggs gets through into P4. Down into turn 1 we go again. Alfie still trying to defend from Hayes as Hayes having a look down the inside of the Mercedes. And can Hayes finally get ahead of Alfie, who's been defended for a good 15 laps now since the start of this one. And Hayes does get round the outside. Seb trying to follow Alfie through, but can't they keep it together as Arrow snatching the rear, and a little bit of contact with the Mercedes up ahead, and that costs Seb some time, and Seb drops down behind both Ferraris. And Arrow right on the rear of the Ferrari. Can he find a way through? He's got a better exit, but he's lost the rear. What's he doing? Arrow cooks the rear, ends up in the wall, lucky to survive without any major damage. As up ahead, Seb and Diggs go side by side. Arrow's just trying to hold the car together at this point. And Seb and Diggs battle for position, see who can get ahead. As they exit the corner, Diggs just pulls ahead. Can Arrow recover as we see some carnage up ahead? Diggs makes a mistake, allows Seb on the inside. Can Seb find his way through? Arrow getting a little bit of a switch back on Lanky, gets alongside. A little bit of contact between Diggs and Seb as they have even more contact through the corner. Lanky, little bit of a wheel barge as Arrow now diving round the outside of both of them. Can he get through on Diggs and Lanky? And can Arrow find the traction out of the corner? As Arrow now planting the throttle on the rear of Seb. Can Arrow sneak his way through as he looks on the inside? And as we go to the off-board shot, Arrow down the inside, skates the rears through and gets ahead of the Red Bull. Lovely move as Diggs in the background, trying to sneak his way through and still keeping a wheel in, but a little bit of wheel barge in between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. But let's have a look at that on the replay camera. Arrow dives it late down the inside, skating the rear through, and what a move it is. I think that's overtaken this season easily, hands down, no bias involved. Give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Take it away from Trump. In the background, Seb and Diggs continue to fight. Side by side, they go a little bit of wheel barge, and Seb goes a bit deep as Diggs tries to get the switch back through turn 1. They're still wheel banging through every corner. They're constantly wheel banging through every turn, and Diggs finally gets through into P4. Meanwhile, Alfie lets Arrow through for some reason, not quite sure why, but there's now a 5-second gap to Hayes up ahead. Can anyone close in it? by the end. There's been a VSC and he is now on to fresh enters. Can she reclaim the lead? We will have to wait and see. He is right on the rear of Arrow. Can Arrow defend for much longer here? As we head through the middle sector, he is weaving this way and that, trying to sneak through. Arrow opens up the door slightly and he is... Oh, she's spun him around! Absolute scenes! What is she doing? She's absolutely put him in the wall. That is the best rejoin I've ever seen. Ever. What a rejoin. Give him a medal. But let's look at the onboard here again. Arrow just minding his business and he gets tapped in the rear. And then forgets to hold his brakes and, you know, just... He's trying to get into gear, but he's a bit of an idiot. But as Arrow tries to get recomposed, how many positions is he going to lose? Craig goes by, Ollie goes by, Techno goes by, and Gunner around the outside dives it through. So Arrow, from 100% without a doubt winning the race because of his massive defensive skills, he drops down to P6. Absolute red card for his sender off. That is ridiculous. That's disgusting, ref. It's disgusting. Back up ahead we go. Ollie Bean goes wide and forgets there's other cars on the track. Puts Techno on the wall. And then Techno also forgets there's other cars on the track. People have forgotten how to drive. As Arrow tries to switch back round the outside. But with that extra bit of damage in the front wing, Techno holds on to the position. But boots the throttle and Arrow dances round the outside because he's a wizard. Arrow now chasing down Ollie Bean. Can he keep it composed as he looks to hunt down the Williams? And he's gone wide onto the curb. What's he doing? Track doesn't go that way, mate. Oh, his wheels disconnected. He's head towards the wall. What's he doing? What is he doing? He's barely even got going yet. Is he driving? I think he is driving. But Arrow now down to P7. Alfie and D Summers join the chase as Arrow tries to recompose himself. But it's gone from potentially winning down to P7. And as we round the final corner, Arrow holds on to P7, but in the end, he wins. But if we look at the results, 10 different drivers got penalties by the stewards. And even with his getting a 10-second penalty for sending Arrow to the Shadow Realm, he still wins in the end, with Craig also getting 10 seconds of time penalties. Gunner in P3 for a debut podium for his return to WHF. Ollie being in P4 ahead of Techno Lanky. Arrow gets promoted back up to P7 as Godzilla into P8, Alfie into P9 and Raheem into P10. And for those of you wondering, Ollie Bean and Arrow both get 10 seconds removed, although Ollie Bean caused an incident that was worth 5 seconds, so that's why it says -5. But anyway, if you have enjoyed, please drop a like, follow and subscribe, send this to your non. I've been WHF Arrow. Thank you all for watching this, whatever the hell this was, and we will see you tomorrow for the Bahrain highlights, and also in the evening where the drivers head to Austria, where Arrow will 100% win without a doubt. Put your money on it, put your house on it, give your house to Arrow, give him your keys, give him your car keys, give him the keys to your kettle. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been WHF Arrow. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching, and goodbye.